Welcome to FameFinder. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most unexpected twists in the ongoing royal saga. Princess Anne has reportedly taken control of Prince Harry's trust fund, sparking widespread speculation and heated discussions. Why now? And why take such a bold stance just after Harry announced his second memoir, Spare 2.0? This isn't just a story about family finances. It's a moment that could mark a whole new chapter in royal power plays, loyalty, and what it means to be part of the British monarchy. So, let's unpack what this means, not only for Prince Harry but also for the future of the royal family. Prince Harry's first memoir, Spare, was released in January 2023 and took the world by storm. In those pages, Harry gave us an unfiltered view of his personal struggles within the royal family, revealing stories that were shocking, emotional, and often divisive. Millions of copies sold almost instantly. And while some celebrated Harry for breaking the silence, others felt it was a betrayal of the monarchy's sacred privacy. But now, with Spare 2.0, Harry isn't just revisiting the past, he's doubling down, likely addressing the fallout from the first book, sharing more untold stories, and going even deeper into his relationships with key family members. But just as excitement, and perhaps anxiety, builds around this new memoir, Princess Anne's alleged control over Harry's trust fund sends a powerful signal. This isn't simply about financial power. It's about loyalty to the monarchy and the lengths some are willing to go to uphold it. Anne, known for her dedication to duty and her famously no-nonsense approach, is a respected figure within the royal circle. She's rarely in the spotlight for anything scandalous, making this move especially surprising. What's really motivating her? Is it a response to Harry's revelations? Or is it a preventative step to protect the institution she's served her entire life? For those who might not know, the royal family's wealth is deeply rooted in tradition, with much of it tied up in titles, estates, and trusts. Prince Harry's trust fund, then, isn't just a pile of cash. It's a symbolic link to his royal heritage. Taking control of it could be seen as a way to remind him, and the public, that while he's free to make his own choices, there's a cost to breaking from the fold. Many are asking why Harry feels the need to write a second memoir. After all, Spare was already packed with bombshells that shook the royal institution. Some insiders believe there's still more to Harry's story, particularly about his relationship with his father, King Charles III, and his brother, Prince William. Spare 2.0 could be his chance to share his perspective in response to critics and clarify parts of his story he feels were misunderstood or overlooked. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Princess Anne's alleged control of the trust fund could be seen as a direct response to the very idea of Spare 2.0. It sends a message. If you're going to challenge the institution, there will be consequences. But is it a defensive move to protect the monarchy from further scandal, or is it a personal reaction against Harry's decisions? Now, let's talk about trust funds and titles in the royal family. Royal finances are incredibly intricate, with wealth passed down through generations, not just as a financial legacy, but as a part of the family's very identity. By stepping in, Anne is drawing a line, one that seems to separate those loyal to the crown from those who break away. This isn't the first time a royal has had to face financial consequences for going against tradition, but it may be the first time it's played out so publicly in the modern age. It's a reminder of the stakes at play for those who walk the line between public duty and personal freedom. And yet, this moment isn't just about Harry and Anne. It could have long-term implications for the entire monarchy. As Harry's memoirs reveal more about royal life, it becomes harder for the family to maintain the mystique they've held for centuries. Younger generations are demanding more transparency, not just in the royal family, but from all public figures. Does Harry's memoir mark the beginning of a more open monarchy, or will it force the royals to become even more insular to protect their image? Public opinion on this is divided. Some see Harry as a symbol of modernity, someone who's breaking away from outdated traditions and sharing his truth. Others, particularly in Britain, see him as risking the monarchy's stability, airing grievances that should remain private. On one side, we have supporters of a more relatable, open monarchy. On the other, traditionalists argue that Harry's revelations might weaken the institution itself, eroding the respect and authority that have held the monarchy together for centuries. Let's not forget the impact of these memoirs beyond the royal walls. In a world where mental health and personal authenticity are increasingly valued, Harry's story resonates with many who feel the pressure of living up to expectations, whether from family or society. It's a timeless tale, and people around the world relate to his struggle between personal freedom and duty. Spare 2.0 could have ripple effects that stretch far beyond Buckingham Palace. It could influence not only the royal family's internal dynamics but also how future royals approach their public roles. Will this push the monarchy toward reform, or will it lead to a greater emphasis on discretion and control? And finally, there's the big question. What does this mean for Prince Harry's legacy? By continuing to tell his story, he risks alienating some while inspiring others. He could be remembered as a voice of change in a time-honored institution or as a figure who crossed an unspoken line of royal loyalty. His decision to write another memoir is about more than setting the record straight. It's about shaping how he, and perhaps the monarchy, will be remembered in history. So, over to you. What do you think about Princess Anne's decision to allegedly take control of Prince Harry's trust fund? Do you see it as a necessary stand to protect royal traditions, or a form of retaliation for his independence? Is Harry's story one of courage and authenticity, or is it a step too far? Join the conversation in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to FameFinder for all the latest insights into the royal family. Tap that like button if you're fascinated by the complexities of royal life and share your thoughts with us. The story of Spare 2.0 is only just beginning, and here at FameFinder, we're here to cover every twist and turn.